Thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here tonight to talk about how Equality California is alive and well and as effective as we've ever been. I want to start with a success that happened this week, and a success that was inspired by my time in this community. In my time here working in the Palm Springs community, I learned all about the trend of LGBT seniors going back into the closet when they go into nursing homes. Well, this year Equality California has championed a piece of legislation to begin stopping that trend in its tracks. And this week the governor signed into law AB 663, a first of its kind bill in the nation, which will require nursing home administrators to be trained on LGBT cultural competency. Thank you, Palm Springs. You have Thank you. You have a role in making this a better California. And from California, so goes the rest of the nation. I'm up here because the mission of equality is the work to which I've dedicated my life. Who would have thought 20 years ago that we would have marriage equality in the great state of California? That's right. And because we hold to the principles of equality with great integrity, we did not close up shop and go home once marriage was settled. We, as an organization, as a community, stand for full equality and nothing less. And yet, when I'm out in the world doing my job, I hear people question whether or not the work of the LGBT equality movement is complete. Marriage is a milestone, a huge victory, but it is not an endpoint. It is an inspiration for what is possible in our community. Isn't an epidemic of bullying and youth suicide as pressing, if not more pressing, than the freedom to marry? Don't we demand full transgender equality and inclusion? Don't we want to stop this trend of seniors going back into the closet when they enter nursing homes? Yes. Shouldn't we update our outdated immigration policies now so that binational couples can stay together in this country? Yes, immigration is an LGBT issue. And isn't it outrageous that the public health community has largely failed to even count our community? And yet, out in the world doing my job, people continue to ask, what is the relevance of Equality California? What is the relevance of a powerful statewide lobbying organization? If the range of issues that I just spoke about doesn't speak to that question loudly enough, I have a more succinct bottom line to offer. The relevance of Equality California is that our community will always need political power. Roe versus Wade, for example, over 40 years ago, a far more decisive victory at the Supreme Court than what we got this summer. And look at the political battles that ensue to this day. And I use that example a lot, so I want to offer up two others very quickly. It's a tough slot right before dinner, so I'll be brief and then I'll be seated. Attorney General Kamala Harris, she is a powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with, right? We honored her on our stage in Los Angeles last week, and thank goodness she is on our side. She had a tough race, and let me tell you, if Steve Cooley were Attorney General today, we would have a very different legal landscape with respect to marriage equality in the state of California. Equality California produced an issue ad attacking Steve Cooley during that campaign because he was on record saying that he would have defended Prop 8 in court. Boo, exactly, yes. Fortunately, Kamala won by less than 1%, and while Equality California does not take credit for electing her, it underscores one undeniable fact, that a powerful LGBT voice is needed on the campaign trail. My second example is a little harder to stomach. There is currently a referendum attempt on one of our bills that the governor signed into law this year, AB 1266, the School Success and Opportunity Act. The law restates existing non-discrimination law with respect to better protecting transgender students. Not surprisingly, fringe anti-LGBT hate groups are advancing a referendum to try and block the law from going into effect. Frank Schubert, the political mastermind behind Prop 8, has joined them, as has the National Organization on Marriage. So you see, the people who brought us Prop 8 have not gone away. They've just now set their sights on young transgender people, the most vulnerable people, perhaps, in our community. And Equality California is doing everything in our power to stop them. So our adversaries will remain our adversaries for a very long time to come.